gentlemen, welcome to another Loot Crate here on PasticheofSkin. Today we're checking out Loot Anime and Crunchyroll. Loot Anime is actually now getting co-sponsored by Crunchyroll. Of course, you can go to Crunchyroll for all of your favorite little anime programming. You can also check out the link that's going to be right here at the bottom of the screen. You go and check it out under my name, and you'll be able to give me a little bit of a kind of cashback or support. Support me, support the channel, support the videos, and support Crunchyroll because it gives us all the anime we want. All of it. All the newest series and all the newest shows get screened onto there right after they're screened in Japan, almost on simulcast, and are subtitled and ready to rock and roll as soon as possible. The only time they do leave Crunchyroll, like most of those really good shows, is whenever they get licensed, and then you can probably see them on Netflix as well. But other than that, this is Loot Anime. Let's look at Cassette Box. Can't remember what's the theme of this month. Oh, what's the theme of this one? I can't remember. What is it? I'm trying to think. The theme? I think was it Rivals? Was this Rivals month? Well, we've got a t-shirt right here, so let's grab that and go up to the line! Hi guys, how's it going? It's good to see you again. I am exhausted, it is so hot. So very hot! It's a good summer, it's a good summertime, we're all enjoying ourselves, we're all relaxing, we're all out in the sun and relaxing and having good times, and I'm sitting in here opening boxes in front of studio lights. So what we got for our t-shirts on today's special episode of PasticheofSkin? What is this? Huh? Okay. Alright, so I can tell what it is because the label says on it, but I haven't watched the show. This is one of the big new releases from Nintendo. This is a t-shirt from... Well, make sure I get the arm right. There we go. No. I've done this before. I literally, in one of the most recent videos, I couldn't actually figure out how to do my arms, so I normally put this up. There we go. That's how I do it. I'm so tired and so hot I can't even think of things anymore. I can't move my body in the way that I want to. So this is actually a t-shirt by Yokai Watch, which, to be honest, if you put a circle and a star in the center of it, I would have thought this was Steven Universe. Seriously. So this must be one of the main characters' t-shirts, or like the design. Probably the white collar tells you for that. And also this logo on the arm, which I don't know what that actually is. I'm assuming it's actually something to do with the characters from the show. Now, if you don't know what Yokai Watch is about, it's essentially saying that all the things that happen to us, all the things that are actually like making us feel horrible, bad, and uncomfortable, and that's sad and lazy and unmotivated, it's all because of like evil spirits attaching themselves to us. So in a Pokemon style way, you're going around collecting them all from people who have actually had horrible things happen to them. It's a weird way to teach kids about emotional complexity by essentially saying it's all externalized as an object. It's kind of like the old way. Have anybody's ever read His Dark Materials? Like the entire idea that we all have a daemon that actually follows us around and is a representation of how we feel about things or the others. Essentially, if you're if you're a Harry Potter fan, it would be Hedwig. Hedwig was his spirit animal, or his Patronus is the deer, and then so other characters have them for different whatever they're emotionally inside represented by is an animal that actually has a spirit form. Imagine that being a gremlin on your shoulders that's making you feel horrible, and then this person goes over and makes you feel better, then you capture them, then you use them to fight the other monsters, and yay, Pokemon again, but with different creatures and a whole new concept, and a way to actually be positive to children other than actually literally being about training animals to beat each other up, which was essentially encouraging dogfighting. I'm not being over the top by that, it really is what the game is about. So I think we're actually of a modern consciousness that we're going to change over to that. So I wouldn't be surprised if Yokai Watch goes mentally popular in the States. I'm not too sure the rest of the world because I don't know if we're actually quite comfortable with externalizing all of our emotions like that into like objects or little creatures. But yeah, it's a good way for kids to learn, I suppose. So yeah, I actually like the design of this t-shirt. The material is about the same as the Deadpool shirt that I got a while back. So I'm a little bit concerned about how well it'll hold up to washing. It'll stretch a wee bit. So at its size, as being as big as it is, this one, it'll get bigger and probably stretch out. But I do love the trimming and the cuffs. I actually like the color on them, and I actually like the print. The print's reasonably well done. This one on the arm, I don't know what it's about. But yeah, it'll probably be the one that'll fade off because it'll rub off with wear and tear on your shoulders, just wearing jackets and anything over the top of it. So yeah, I actually like this. Who made this one? Isaac Morris Limited. Does that sound really familiar? Isaac Morris? Is that an Irish company? I'm not even too sure. So if this was actually made here, that's even funnier because made here, shipped to the States, and then shipped back here again. So yeah, this is Yokai Watch t-shirt. I like it. I like the design. Let's see what else we've got in the crate then. I mean, that's Yokai Watch covered, so what was the other stuff that was actually being covered for this crate? Alright, let's see here, and... Oh! Pop vinyl figure Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Goku. That is cool. A Loot Crate exclusive. How? No, there's no way that Super Saiyan Goku is a Loot Crate exclusive. Is it because it's actually golden Goku? Like the actual, like the hair isn't yellow, it's gold? That could be the slight difference that makes it this. I mean, if it'd been battle damage Goku, I can imagine it's like the idea is a bit more like that. I mean, this is probably the torso of ordinary Goku with the head of a battle damage Goku. Let's see. Goku sets out for Planet Namek after Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma go there. In midst of his furious battle with Frieza, he awakens as a Super Saiyan, a warrior of legend. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna let you get away with this! Yeah, and... see, I can't do that. If I went Super Saiyan, my beard would go... It would set my face on fire on the sides. It wouldn't really work the same. That's what I want to see. I want to see a Saiyan with a beard that goes Super Saiyan and see what the beard does. I want to see it billowing up around their face like a lion's mane. Because you see it whenever they do the Super Saiyan 3, like they have that long like mane of hair that goes down to their ass pretty much. I want to know what it does whenever they have a beard. So yeah, Super Saiyan Goku. This is coming out of its box. It's a... What? We keep them in boxes for collector's purposes? No, in this house, we put our figures up. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let's close the lid and actually take a look at the figure on top. That's going to be a bit of a problem because it's actually a pretty large box. But yeah, this is the Goku figure. I like the gold. It's really well painted on. Pop does have a habit of doing really nice paint jobs. I don't really see them ever getting it completely wrong, but I like it. Angry little fists and a expressionless face except for the green eyes. So yeah. So I don't know how they're actually making this out to be a limited edition figure, but I like it. I like the design. So where's he going? Where will we put Goku? Well, for now we're going to put him in front of the Judge Dredd and Predator, and maybe I might have the Predator and him squaring off. I don't know. I might actually do that in the future. So what else have we got in the crate? Well, oh yeah, by the way, Dragon Ball back again. Dragon Ball Z Super is happening, and there's an announcement for a new Xenoverse game. Why? Well, not why. I mean, Xenoverse was actually a good game. I enjoyed it whenever it came out. It gave you a chance to play through all the key moments of Dragon Ball Z history and then see alternate versions of them as well, which were being fun and interesting. As long as well as having like a new storyline that kind of almost fits in with the way the Dragon Ball Z movies used to be done. And now we have Dragon Ball Super, which takes place between Dragon Ball Z and GT, which is like a fairly big goddamn gap because, I mean, there's an entire childhood. There's a lot of people grow up in that time. So we have that space filled in with more adventures. It's about 50 episodes in as far as I know now. And then of course the original series was redone again with new animation. I can't remember what did they call it, like XV or FF or whatever. And then even there was like a theatrical release of a Dragon Ball Z movie, Resurrection of Frieza. Dragon Ball Z is still as popular now than it was back about 15-20 years ago. It's kind of crazy. That show is going on about as long as The Simpsons. I can see why it's enjoyable. I don't know, maybe I burned out in Dragon Ball a long time ago. And that's even before I read the mangas and stuff as well. Right, what have we got inside the grid for the last couple of bits and pieces? Alright, what's this? Well, you can tell what the branding is on it. What is it? Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood, Transmutation Circle Doormat. Right. Well, I know I'm opening this. A doormat? Bit odd, is it not? The plastic's a little bit overly reinforced because it was actually folded in half. Huh. There you go. There you go. Sure. That's. Do you know what? Actually, I like it whenever Loot Crate comes up with this odd shit. Like odd stuff, like really odd stuff. Like I know there's plenty of people who have like a college. Do you know what this is exactly for? Because I imagine it being kind of like for Japanese city housing, otaku kind of places where you don't have that much room to move around in your own home. You have to have a doormat to keep your place floor clean so you can get your shoes off and get into your apartment. This, for anybody outside of those situations, like in the UK and in the United States or whatever else, where there's a bit more space, you know, population density isn't quite as dense as that. This is for your college dorm room. I mean, I'm willing to bet there's going to be a bunch of people who have this sitting on their college dorm floor, and people will walk in, and occasionally you'll find that there'll be a lot of people who just walk in and go like, "Ha, that's actually a pretty nice doormat." Other people are going to go like, "Ha, nice. Are you going to turn me into something?" Because they'll get the joke. I like this. Fullmetal Alchemist is a good series. I enjoy the show. I actually I haven't watched Brotherhood. I watched the original series and read the manga of Fullmetal Alchemist, and I was a huge fan of Conqueror of Shambala. I thought Conqueror of Shambala, the movie, was a really, really good flick. It took the world and dropped in a massive link to our world and made the fact that they ran parallel to each other and the rules of transmutation were actually impacting on our world, making things happen. I liked that. I thought that was a really, really interesting story to tell. And yeah, I wanted to point that movie out rather than actually talk about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, because Brotherhood completely ignored that movie. Doesn't fit in with that world and that storyline and that version of the events, which was of course closer to the manga. I thought the fact that we went off in a different direction with the original anime was a smart, well, not a smart movie, but it reminded me more of Clamps actions whenever they did like X the TV series and X the movie. They kind of like take the same plot, take the same beats, but just tweak it enough that literally it's a different storyline, because who survives and who does what and how they're interacting with each other. And the original Fullmetal Alchemist had plenty of really good action beats and moments that were just transposed over to the Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood because the original series existed. So I still like the original. I don't like New Coke. I think the recipe's a little bit different and I don't enjoy it. And I'm going to enjoy a drink of water because this is exhausting work. Jesus. So hey there, Anime Loot fans. There's been a little bit of a mistake on the video. You might notice it. So yeah, we're going to go back to our regularly scheduled kind of like mid-flow conversation that was going on there. But of course, I made a terrible mistake and tried to use a camera in heat, and the battery decided to actually fail out on me. So yeah, I'm just going to do the box separately and do that fold out for you guys to see just as a separate video. This is actually just being added in to the middle of the other video. So we will be right back to what was inside the box, but here we're actually looking at the box. Sorry about that. So yep, inside you can already see Unity being the loot anime theme for this month because of their linkage with Crunchyroll now, which is a cool decision on their part. I'm actually full on board with that. I've been a premium member of Crunchyroll for, wow, I think it's probably been like at least, I've been a premium member for at least 4 to 5 years, or like, has Crunchyroll been around just as long as that even? I can't remember. I've been around for a long time. Used Crunchyroll originally actually to buy stuff on the odd occasion, like figures and DVDs, and then really started paying for the premium service because I was watching every season as it was coming out on the new. And particular ones I've been watching this season have been RE0 and Kazniver, or Kisniver, is the way it's pronounced. I've been enjoying it. They're about 10 episodes in, both of them. Good show. Kazniver has an idea of characters who have been all modified so they're all connected to each other. So when one feels pain, all of them feel pain. When one of them feels sorrow, all of them feel sorrow. So it's actually trying to connect people together to make people feel more connected together. And in a world, in a society that we're all so disconnected from each other now, it's a very interesting premise, and I think it should be supported and encouraged because we don't see stuff like that much anymore. It's an interesting way of bringing people together with technology and sci-fi storyline. Characters are a little bit on the nose and weird, but I mean, it's an anime, of course they're going to go for the extremely flamboyant sides of personalities. RE0 is actually about a guy who gets transported to a fantasy world after going out of a convenience store and realizes that I'm in another world, I must have powers, I must be special, it must be something really important about me. And he doesn't have any powers except for the fact that whenever he tries to do things, he feels miserably, and whenever he feels, he gets an extra life. So he goes back and has to start the life again from the save point, which is, it's an interesting idea. It's taking the only one premise of actually being able to repeat something over and over again and having as many tries as you can to get it better. The big problem I have with the show, and I've heard a lot of other people complain about it, is the pacing of it, where even though you're repeating over and over again, like in 10 episodes, he's only like solved one problem and he's repeated the new problem like 5 times with new characters he's been introduced to. And I don't know, I enjoy the show, but I just think the pacing's way too slow. I think it would actually be a much more fun and fast-paced ride as a manga, which is something I'd probably enjoy. I mean, essentially all you need is kill, but with less action and much more emotional drama rather than anything else. But yeah, I've been enjoying both those shows, and I'm looking forward to Food Wars coming back again whenever it comes in the new season. But yeah, that's for the future. So what we got here is a nice Phoenix from the Flames. I'm assuming it's like Phoenix from the Flames. I don't know why there's a referencing of a Phoenix from the Flames for anime, Flute Anime, or Crunchyroll, because they've been doing reasonably well the last couple of months. So yeah, that's what the theming of it was. Unity, Crunchyroll, Loot Anime together to forever, and I will send you back to the other videos. So back to Derm now. Right, so let's get back into the crate. Fullmetal Alchemist, good show, highly recommended. Go and check it out. Right, what have we got here? We have a fluffy little cloud. Who's a fluffy little cloud from? The Boy and the Beast. Chico. The Boy and the Beast. Oh! I have actually seen a bit of this, but I haven't actually watched most of the show. Yeah, it's a cute little character. Chico. It's a little kind of like fluffy toy. I don't do fluffy toys, as you generally know. This will probably be going as a little gift to one of my nieces and nephews for them to have. It's adorable. It's so soft. I can actually feel the softness through the plastic. That's how soft this thing is. It's a little ball of fur. And The Boy and the Beast, good show. Kind of period drama-esque with a little bit of a My Neighbor Totoro kind of feel to it. Maybe Lone Wolf and Cub, and what else kind of does it? What else does it really compare to? It's Beauty and the Beast, but The Boy and the Beast. No, it's not like that. It's not a romance. But yeah, it's alright, a good show. Not massively enthused by it. I mean, you can check it out there. I mean, you're gonna see if you like the styling that you can see from this, then you're going to go and watch the show, I'm sure. So yeah, that's that done. Huh. Right. So what else we got here? And we're on to pins now. What's this one? This is an anime pin, of course. It's like these charms generally go onto phones. This is 2 pins actually at once. Oh right. I get this now. This is actually like pins for rivals because of the theming of this. It actually is like 2 of them, 1 for each person's phone. That's really cool. In fact, I probably am going to give one of these to my girlfriend. I like that. So each one of them is a wing, and we probably won't use them on our phones. We'll use them on something else instead. So of course we're on to our last thing of the crate, which is our poster, which I love. I love these Loot Anime posters. I love the artwork on them, and I think the guy who puts them together is a talented artist. So we have... What? Here, well, hang on. On the front. Oh, okay. Are these 2 different from... Because I thought Loot-chan was actually what we'd gone with for the name. But according to this, introducing mascots, there is... Ah, right. Now I get it. Now I get this whole thing. So Unity was the theme for this one. And as you can see, that's the poster there. I'll just give it a quick scan up so you can see the whole thing. It's a pretty cool poster. It's really hard to see because of the light shining off of it on the further back angle, so I'll just have to do this instead and then you get a proper look at it. So, the one on the left, the blonde, is Hime from Crunchyroll, which makes sense. And then the Loot Anime one, Loot-chan, Loot-chan is a completely separate character. I just realized the main camera just shut itself off. So, hang on a second. Let's solve that problem. Right, there we go. That'll make it a little bit easier. So we're back to the hands here. That's terrible. Why am I doing stupid things tonight? I end up making mistakes all bloody day. It's just the heat, guys. It's just the heat. So I'm going to actually give this a wee fold over and be able to see it better and look at the back of it and look at the contents of what was inside the crate. So this is what I was talking about with the character names. Introducing our mascots. Hime is from Crunchyroll and Loot Anime, which I assumed was Loot-chan. Or Lu-chan. Naming contest coming soon. I'm sure there is... We're literally just going to go with Lu-chan because I've been calling her for the last couple of videos or so. I'm assuming people have actually figured that out. So let's take a look at what we had inside the box, just to make sure we got everything. What we have here is a Chico plush from QMX. Of course, every hero needs an adorable, loyal pet creature. That's very, very true. Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood Transmutation Rug for your bath mat or doormat. Exclusive variant Super Saiyan Goku Pop. Yeah, so I don't know what's exactly so variant about that. I'm assuming it's actually because he's not battle damage. The other ones generally are. Yokai Watch shirt from INL. An exclusive Unity phone charm, which is 2 separate phone charms to signify the connection of Hime and whatever her name is. So yeah, that's everything from Loot Crate. I'm just going to do this instead. Hang on, guys. I'm just going to actually go and remove this from the camera holder as unlike I would normally do. I would never do this normally. I'm just going to have to in this particular case. And right, guys, how's it going? I'm sorry about that. I'm making mistakes left, right, and center today. So I'm just going to have to say thanks very much for watching another episode here on PasticheofSkin. We will avoid technical issues in future for episodes because this is so unprofessional. I'm really sorry about that. So again, I will see you guys all in the next video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and do all the things that you like to do whenever you actually see these videos. And make sure to share it around because, well, otherwise people aren't going to get to see all the cool shit that comes in these boxes. And I highly recommend that you use the link below to get yourself connected to either Crunchyroll or get yourself a loot crate with a discount. And I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye!